Hello, and welcome to my screencast for the upcoming football unit. I have chosen to do a screencast because it allows me to explain to you some introductory concepts about the sport of football. Today's screencast will cover basic player positions in football, as well as offensive and defensive strategy that are commonly used by football teams. If you want to learn about introductory concepts of American football, pause the video and scan the QR code in the corner of your screen. First, let's talk about offensive positions. Football, like many sports, has a wide array of positions a player can take. When a team has their offensive group of players on the field, there are usually 11 players who have varying roles in helping a team advance the football. Of those 11 players on the field, there are two types of positions that break down into subcategories of player positions. These types are skill and non-skill positions. On offense, skill positions require a player to pass, run, or catch the football and evade players on the opposing team. Skill positions include the halfback, fullback, quarterback, wide receivers, and tight end. The other type of position is non-skill positions. Offensive linemen, including the offensive tackle, offensive guard, and center, as seen in the middle of your screen, occupy the non-skill positions. The responsibility of these linemen is to block and protect the player on their team with the football. Now, let's talk about defensive positions. Just like a team on offense, a team on defense has a wide array of specialized positions to defend another team's offense. Just like the offense, they also have 11 players. The defense breaks down like this. First, just like the offense has linemen to block and protect the ball carrier, the defense has linemen who are responsible for tackling the ball carrier on the other team. The goal of the lineman is not to allow the ball to be run past them. On your screen, you can see the four defensive linemen, the defensive end, and the defensive tackles. The next position is the linebackers. The linebackers serve as both protectors for an offense running the ball, as well as protecting and covering offensive players who are trying to catch a pass from the quarterback. The next position is the cornerback. The cornerbacks are responsible for covering an offense's wide receivers. The cornerback attempts to break up passes from the quarterback to wide receivers and also tackles ball carriers. The final position is the safety. The safety is the furthest player away from the ball on defense. The safety is responsible for being the last defensive player to tackle an offensive ball carrier if no one else does, or cover an offensive player attempting to catch a pass. Now that you know the positions, let's talk about strategy. The goal of the offense is to score. In order to score, a team receives 4 plays or downs to advance the football 10 yards. Once a team advances it 10 yards, it receives a new set of 4 plays to advance it 10 yards again. Here are some of the most common offenses used in football. First, the I formation. The I formation is a traditional modern offensive formation that gets its name from its I-shape alignment of the quarterback, fullback, and halfback, using 2 running backs and typically 2 wide receivers and 1 tight end. This allows an offense to run or pass. Second, the pro set formation. The pro set formation is another traditional modern offensive formation. Like the I, the pro set is a balanced formation that usually features 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and 1 tight end. The main difference between a pro set and the I formation is simply that the 2 backs, the halfback and the fullback, are on either side of the quarterback instead of directly behind him. Third, the spread formation. The spread formation spaces out players on the offense and defense for the quarterback to throw the ball. Where the spread formation differs from the formations before, it uses 4 wide receivers and 0 tight ends. Though typically used for passing plays, the spread formation can occasionally create big holes for runners. Fourth, the goal line formation. The goal line formation is used when the ball is within a few yards of the end zone. The offense usually crams the box as close to the football as possible with as many bodies as possible. Offensively, this means 0 wide receivers, 3 tight ends, and 2 running backs. Now that we have seen the most common offensive strategies, let's talk about defensive strategies. The goal of the defense is to keep the opposing team from scoring. In order to stop a team from scoring, a team must prevent the offense from receiving a new set of 4 plays or downs to advance the football 10 yards. Once a team prevents an offense from advancing it 10 yards, the ball will be turned over to the defensive team's offense. Here are some of the most common defenses used in football. First, the 4-3 defense. The 4-3 defense gets its name from its 4 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers. It is one of the most balanced defensive alignments. It is also versatile because the linebackers can shift to strong or weak sides of the ball. Second, the 3-4 defense. The 3-4 defense is the other basic defensive formation, along with the 4-3. The 3-4 differs from the 4-3 because instead of having 4 linemen, they have 4 linebackers, replacing one of the linemen with a linebacker. Third, the nickel formation. The nickel formation is any formation that has 5 players in the secondary instead of 4. This is used in order to better defend against passing formation put into play by the offense. In order to use this formation, the defensive team sacrifices either a defensive lineman or a linebacker in favor of either an additional cornerback or safety. Last, the dime formation. The dime formation is typically used against the most aggressive offensive passing formations. The dime defense adds 2 more players to the secondary. This all adds up to 4 defensive linemen, 1 linebacker, 4 cornerbacks, and 2 safeties. I hope this screencast has helped you learn some of the introductory concepts when it comes to football positions and strategy. Now that I have introduced it to you in the classroom, you will be able to apply the knowledge when you play on the field. If you want to learn more about football or are interested in basketball, pause the video and scan any of the QR codes provided throughout this screencast. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation and have fun playing football.